Hello everyone, my name is James Suhan. I am a graduate support engineer here at E1 Solutions. And in this video, kind of similar to my other video about SmartView Builder and Popdock, I'm going to be covering SmartView and Popdock today and kind of showing some of those differences or similarities as well, and kind of how what you have in SmartView applies to Popdock. So we're going to head over here into Popdock. So here I am in Popdock, and just for the sake of this, I'm going to be using the test comparison list for SmartView Builder that I created before, SLB test comparison, just to kind of show you what's going on, because as you can see here in my other browser tab, I have GP open. So for this one, I am going to go over to SmartView. And we're going to go right on in here. So as you can see, here we are in SmartView. So as you can see, here's our Popdock compare list that we just last created. So kind of just with this, I'm going to go through some of the things that we know can be done inside of Popdock as well as SmartView. So starting off, we have here just our basic grid with able to select records as needed. Yes, exactly. There's all our records, all our good stuff here. And you know, we have it here in Popdock as well, with some of the other features, which you have refresh, we have our filters that we can throw on there, and we have exporting as well. So with the refresh, the filters, the Excel and export, we have that over here in Popdock. As you can see, there's our refresh button. Here's our filters, you know, where you can go click here, add a filter, address 1 equals whatever, pick your field, do what you got to do, adjust the record count, everything's great. And then we also have our export here where we have Excel and PDF. The one difference with the export is more or less, Popdock does not allow you to export to a CSV file, whereas SmartView does. For Popdock, it is pretty much, you can either export to an Excel file or export whatever you're looking at into a PDF, whereas over here, obviously we have Excel, CSV, and PDF as well with PDF options. So those are some of the main things with auto fit columns. Obviously, we can set that up and do that. Popdock does not have an auto fit button. Instead, these can be just manually adjusted. If you need it to fit, we can always double click here and it'll resize it to fit whatever we happen to be looking at. So if there's stuff where we can even change the column width as well. So like, let's say we want to make this one bigger, I can always just drag it, but double clicking right here will adjust it to fit perfectly. So we have all of our records and all that stuff. Now, if we want to create a new SmartView, we can go right here. And here we have our SmartView favorites. So we're going to call this Popdock Compare Favorite. This is a SmartView favorite created, or this is a SmartView favorite. So now we can see who it's getting shared with, whether it be we go through the different roles or different SmartView users, or are just users in general. So we're just going to mark all for now. We can also select what companies. We're just going to keep it with Fabricam just because that's what we're used to. So go there, and now we have our compare favorite. So here's our base list, and now here's our favorite. I know I really didn't make any changes or do anything like that, but that's another similar function, is this grid behaves very similar to what it does in Popdock. So as you can see, I could just drag, move columns around as I want. Same goes here in Popdock. I can just shuffle these any way, shape, or form as I see fit. When you select a record, it highlights the row. Very similar there. Just there's pretty much the UI interface inside of Popdock is very heavily influenced by SmartList Builder here. But when it comes to favorites in Popdock, we have a favorite button right here. So now we can call this SV favorite compare. And obviously, if there were other users in this connector I could share it with, they would show up here, be present. I could select them to share with. Otherwise, I can save it. And now, if I were to go here, now if I close out of this and I go here, I want to look at a new tab, look at my lists. We're going to head to my GP connector. We're going to grab our thing, and then instead of it being a drop, it is still a drop down, but instead of our default view, we're going to go to our favorite compare, our similarity SmartView favorite, and there it is. There's our favorite ready for us right here, ready to go. So that's some more of the key stuff right there, where if we wanted to edit here, we can just change whatever we need to do, and we go ahead and save it. So we're good to go there. We can remove it from here. So whereas like in Popdock with this, now we have kind of a similar menu where we could save our changes, edit the favorite, change the name, change who can see it, save it as a new favorite. We can add it to a home page. We can create a widget. We can schedule a job for it, or we can just outright delete the favorite. Now, one of the key things that kind of combines your SmartList Builder and SmartView, as you can see here, we have our list where we can add favorites and all that good stuff, but it's just SmartView. Like, we can't do anything else. In Popdock, we have this nifty little button right here that's edit. So if I click this, we are right back into our list, ready to make any changes we need, adjust our default columns, add fields, take away fields, add joins, anything we could need to do is right here. And also, it also tells us what our favorite is, who owns it, and we even have a preview, and we can edit that favorite as well. So we could share it, see who's been using it, run our endpoints on it, all of that good stuff. So that's kind of some of the more stuff here. Like we have a preview of if we were going to print it out. So where that is one feature we don't really have in Popdock is we don't have any way at the moment to just directly print out a report as we have it here, whereas in SmartView you do. So as always, thank you for watching these videos. If you enjoy seeing them, please continue coming back and we'll keep making them for you. Just whatever we can do to help make your experience Popdock that much better. Thank you, and as always, have a nice day.